I'm joined here today by first team head coach Danny Whitaker. Danny, we've had a mix of results in our pre-season campaign. What were your main takeaways from the friendlies?
Yeah, like you said, it's been a mixed bag of results, but it's not all about the results during pre-season, like I've stipulated and alluded to before. It's all about the building and putting the foundations in place within the group of players that we've put together, and them all understanding how we want to play, how they need to react to certain situations, and they've got to get used to each other as well, because it's a brand new group. We've put a full new squad together, which isn't easy, and it's not going to hit the ground running straight away. It does take time to gel and get to know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and equally learn how we want to play as a team. Learning our in and out of possession principles, which is very, very important. And it is and will be an ongoing process. So from that perspective, it's been really good. I've learned a hell of a lot about the players, and the players have got to know each other very, very well. And like I say, we've played some good stuff at times as well.
Would you say you're satisfied with your overhaul of the squad?
Yeah, 100%. That being said, we're still looking. We're always looking, and we always will be, even when the season starts. You want to have a settled team, but players do become available at these levels every week. So we'll always look at that, and if we think we can help the players and help the squad and enhance the quality within that, we will do. And we'll look to do that most weeks, really. We spoke to a few players today, so we're hopeful of getting another couple in to supplement the team, or as it is. So that'll be good if we can get one or two over the line before Saturday. That'll be fantastic. But if not, we've got a good competitive squad to work with. That's for sure.
What do you think of the balance in experience and youth in the team?
Yeah, it's good, really good. Obviously, you want to have a good split of experienced players who've been there and done it, and can help the younger players who haven't been there for as long as they have. And we have got good experience within the squad, which is what you want, really. We're not full of an experienced team, but we've got youthful players who want to progress, they want to learn, they want to work hard, and that's the fundamentals of football, really. If you can put a group together that all sing from that same hymn sheet and they all want the same thing, and it's all about the hard work first and foremost, then you won't be too far behind, that's for sure.
Joe Crosby was a consistent scorer in our pre-season campaign. Do you think he'll continue that streak through the season?
Fully, yeah, and there's no reason to suggest not, because he is, he's a good little player. He's got loads and loads of energy. He can press for fun, and he's got quality on the ball as well. He's got a great eye for a pass. He makes unselfish runs. He really does, and he can finish as well. So, you do need to spread the goals about within the team. It's not just about the forward players. It's about spreading it out within your squad as midfielders, even some defenders. You need to chip in as well. So it's important we do spread the goals about, because then it just alleviates the pressure off the forward players as well. But no, hoping he can continue his form well into the season, like a good number of other players as well.
We had some challenges to face too. Can you talk to me about the Bradford City game? It was a tough loss, but what did you take from it?
It was a tough loss in the end. I think they scored late on because we were fatigued and tired, which helped them, which was unfortunate. But there was so many positives to take out of it in terms of reacting from going a goal down. I thought we reacted really, really well, and by far the better team. Should have scored and potentially would have changed the dynamic of the game, but that's football. And again, it's only pre-season. The lads are learning, getting the fitness levels up to the required standards of what we want. We've looked at the data from the GPS pods that they wear, and everyone's on track. They've played enough minutes, and they've sprinted enough sprints and covered enough distance to get them to the fitness levels we wanted. But from that game, it's fine margins, isn't it? It really is. If we'd taken a chance, it would have changed the whole game. But there was loads of positives. We played some really good football, and we pressed really well, which was good to see. And we've done that in quite a few games as well. We didn't just go gung-ho. We timed the pressing, and then we did get it right on a good number of occasions, which was good.
Mosley and Mosley Bridge, another two difficult games. What positives or negatives did you take from those ones?
Very similar, really, because we looked at each game as an individual game when we were preparing the pre-season schedule. And it was important you had a good mix of teams within that played different football, and they all played very, very differently indeed. From the Bradford City game, it was all very technical. The ball was predominantly on the floor. They were looking to, work openings and try and get through you. Whereas Mosley, on the other hand, they were just route one. very direct, looking to work it into the front player and pick up second balls. So from that perspective, the lads have got to play differently out of possession because there's no real pressing. You've just got to then drop off, pick the second balls up, and then be smart in your play, knowing when you can go forward and when you can go back and recycle the ball and go back to the keeper and just have the control, which we did. We did that really, really well. I was really pleased with that. Again, we did create a good number of chances. It was just fine margins on that day that we didn't take them, and then we gave a soft penalty away. So, it does happen pre-season, and hopefully the lads will learn from those types of games and take them into the season. Regarding Staley Bridge, again, it was a really close affair. They'll be up there this season in their league over in the west side. So again, it posed different problems because they were high pressing, didn't let us play out really. We had to take calculated risks to break the press, and again we did that really, really well. The decision making was pretty good throughout the game, and again we created God knows how many chances first half, and just didn't take one. Again, fine margins, but hopefully that's because we're building into the season and they're saving them for the season. Who knows? But the good positives are we're creating chances. We're playing some good stuff and we've created chances. It's far better than being the opposite, not creating anything and not being able to really play how we want to play. Then we're scratching our heads and thinking, what do we do? So from that perspective, really, really happy.
Will there be any tactical changes to our setup from what fans have seen in pre-season?
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say there'd be any real tactical changes. Anyone who knows me, I want my team to play football, and we're going to look to do that regardless of the surface. I think it's important that you stick to your principles. Obviously, don't be silly. If it's an unnecessary risk that you're taking on a bad pitch, then obviously that's the bad decision. We're not going to do that. But we're going to look to play first and foremost. We're going to try and do what we want to do in possession and look to build up through the thirds and have complete control. Obviously, if you can't because the pitch doesn't allow it, then you've got to go a bit longer. And it's just common sense, really. I say to the players, this is what we want to do. If we can't do that, look to do this, and then we'll build into the game. But no, from my perspective, we'll be looking to play football and dominate teams in that way.
Are there any injury concerns going into our first league game?
No real concerns, and only the injured players or player is Jack Whiting, who'll be missing. So that's not a bad thing considering. You want everyone to be fit and well. And we've got through pre-season really well without any real bad injuries or anything. We've had a few niggles, which you do get during pre-season, but we've come through it really well. And Jack's the only notable one that's, he's struggling and he'll be missing for a few weeks, unfortunately. But, apart from that, we're in good health.
What are your expectations for the team in the new season?
Good question. Obviously, football being as random as it is, we can't predict what's going to happen, but we know what we want to happen in terms of how we're going to play, how that's going to look, and then what we can do, we can build into the season and hopefully get the results that we want. And it's all about starting the season well. We need to get off on the right footing and start picking points up. That's vital. And then you can build into the season properly from there. So we'll be looking to do that, hit the ground running. And like I say, the pre-season is the foundations for that. So, from my perspective, the pre-season's been done properly. They've worked as hard as they possibly can. Got some very, very good games under the belts and solved a lot of problems. So hopefully that just adds to the confidence within the group. And we take it into the season full steam ahead.
What do you think the key factors are in ensuring we can have a successful promotion season?
I think being successful at home, first and foremost. This has got to become a fortress, this place has, which will look to do that. And, we need to be putting a marker down in terms of our home form, first and foremost. And then because as you go along during the season, it gets tougher and tougher away from home because the pitches deteriorate. And then you are coming up against teams that just want to have a battle with you on a bit of a mud bath maybe, or a pitch that doesn't allow you to play football. So those challenges are going to be coming throughout the duration of the season. So we've got to be mindful of that really. So your home form is pivotal.
Our first fixture is on Saturday 10th of August. We kick off against North Ferriby at 3 p.m. and we also have our family fun day taking place from 11 a.m. Are you looking forward to a big opening day?
Yeah, can't wait. Pre-season seems to have gone so fast. It really has, and we're on the verge here of the new season beginning. Hopefully, like I say, we kickstart the season in good winning ways. But it'd be nice to see everyone down with obviously the family fun day, and hopefully it's packed out, and we can put a good show on and get the 3 points and get us up and running as we want. So no, it'd be nice to see everyone back. That's for sure.
How important is the support of our fans in the upcoming campaign?
Massive. It's like I said when I come in just before Christmas, getting the fans on board and playing a brand of football they can, relate to and enjoy is something that we need to be really, how should I put it? First thought really, because the fans are so important, and if they're watching dull football and not happy, they're not going to come and not going to be too interested. So we have to give something back to them. And then once they're enjoying the football and what they see, and hopefully it's winning football, then obviously that creates a good atmosphere and a good environment, and hopefully encourages more to come. So, every football club needs the fans. It's so important to have a good fan base and get everyone cheering and getting behind the lads because they need it.
Thank you, Danny. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.